Hi y'all, Logan here with another video. Today I got something ghoulish and quite fancy to show you today. This is the Lowe's exclusive for America and the Palmer Agency's exclusive for our friends across the pond. Dressed up skeleton. This is a seasonal visions item that we had revealed very early in the season, and this was one that had a lot of hype behind it, and a little bit of controversy too, which we'll get into that later in the video. This guy stands at 6 feet tall, and features the digit eyes, and has a arm that tips his hat, and then he has a moving mouth. This guy retailed for $259.99, I believe was the price, and here in the States he was online only for Lowe's. I was actually really excited to see this guy come into the States because I really wanted this guy, like really bad. I thought he was just really nice, and then when I saw Dean the Pathologist, I was like, well, now I gotta get both, which I never got Dean the Pathologist. He sold out too fast. But that's a different story. This is a really just snazzy animatronic. The costuming looks just wonderful. It is to die for, quite literally. The hat's a little off. I want to figure out how to make it look nice and not so wrinkly. But the pinstripe suit, and even like the little handkerchief. He's got a bow tie. Pull that out so you can really see it. An undershirt, some buttons. And he's got the pinstripe pants. And then these really fancy and pretty well detailed shoes. The only issue with the costuming is they need to put an undershirt here because you can see right through it. But that's really the only issue with the costume itself. And this is just a pain in the ass to get on, just for this one arm. He's got this really nice cane, which makes him look just very fancy, very high class. So you had to have had a really just money-filled will. Let's be honest. So I used to really talk about him because this is a really nice animatronic. The skull just looks really nice. It's kind of a plain-looking skull, but I'm glad they went with a more plain, I guess, friendlier skull than, like, I guess, reusing Grimm, for example. Or even, like, the Digitized skeleton, or not the Digitized skeleton, not necessarily the Digitized skeleton, but the 12-foot skeleton, since his skull is a little more scary looking, since he has, like, furrowed brows, like brow bones. The hands are the average skeleton hands. The cane really doesn't have much detail. The shoes, let's get down here so you can really see the shoe sculpt. It has this nice little ornate pattern on them. They're actually really nice. Surprisingly really nice for an SVI. Like, they put a lot of work into designing this guy. The cane's pretty bland, and I wanted to sit up here, but I can't get it to stay. It likes to sag in the back. And that doesn't want to, but it will after a while. Again, the clothing is nice, and even like just little details like this really add to the character quite a bit. While I was assembling him, I had a lot of issues. Not assembling him, but while I was messing with him, I had a lot of issues getting the hat to sit up on the head at first. I had to actually force the hat to bend right where it's sitting on the hand. So keep that in mind because it will not go on the head at first. It'll just sit like right here next to the head. The hat's also held on by zip ties, but they're pretty decently hidden. You can't see them unless you get like really up close to him, which he won't be up close at all. Overall, I'm actually quite a fan of this. One of the biggest downfalls that this animatronic suffers from is the audio quality. I want you guys to listen to this. I don't know if the camera's going to pick up how bad it is in person.
Salutations, foolish mortal. I see that you've ventured to this gloomy place. You are braver than you look. Watch out for in this area. He might have a bone to pick with you.
The audio quality is actually really bad. Comparing it to this has very clear audio quality. He doesn't. And I was pretty sad and honestly disappointed. I don't know why SVI has been very bipolar with the audio quality of their animatronics. Because they have the 8-foot clown, and the 8-foot clown's audio quality is fine. It's standard. This is like, it sounds like a primitive animatronic, like from the early 2000s, where it's very scratchy and kind of sounds like it's coming out of a tin can. Comparing it more to like Baphomet, which also suffered that same issue, and even Grimm, but it's actually worse than Grimm. SVI prides himself on having a nice updated speaker, but I'm not hearing that nice updated speaker. I'm hearing more of an old school speaker, and I'm not quite a fan of that, especially for this being new for this season. The animation, though, is pretty smooth, despite how bunched up the sleeve keeps getting. I always get scared that it's going to get caught, but it moves just fine. One thing I really like is the jaw never actually makes it all the way up. So there's never a when he's opening and closing his mouth. And I think that was smart of them to do that, because I don't like when they rattle and snap like that. So let's do another phrase so you can see him better.
Great ghouls, look who comes my way. Do you not recognize your long-departed skeleton friend? When I last saw you, we were trick-or-treating on a night just like this. We pulled in quite the candy haul, didn't we? The good old days.
The motors are also very quiet on this, which is great. I love that. I love how quiet they are. You really can't hear like the mouth, and even like when I move it. Yeah, you see how quiet that is? I like that. I really like that. I don't hear the arm. So they're definitely doing like quieter and better motors, which I applaud them for doing, honestly. Because even his mouth, just to kind of compare it, you can hear it. But his you can't, because when I turned his audio all the way down, or when I was adjusting his audio, I could hear him, but I couldn't hear his audio at all, or not his audio, his motor. So, I'm definitely really happy that they made these adjustments to them. Overall, I am pretty satisfied with this animatronic. Again, the only issue I have is just that audio quality. They need to fix that and make it more consistent. Because we're getting animatronics with good audio quality, then we're getting animatronics with really poor audio quality. And I don't like that that's happening. Also, I'm not going to do like a full demo, just show them off those 2 times. Once you can hear the audio and one other so you can really see him move. Just because he has a lot of phrases. He's got like maybe 10 phrases. Maybe not that many, but he's got a lot of phrases. But overall though, I do recommend this item, and I am really satisfied with him. I think he's a really cool animatronic. I definitely know some people who I would totally recommend this to, and I really think would enjoy him. Such as like Spooky Guy 444, for example. He reminds me of his logo, which was the techie fancy greeter. Justin Geno Haunter, I feel like would really like this. Halloween Haunter, I feel like would like him too. Just because, Chad likes really cool stuff. This is a really cool animatronic that I definitely recommend to a lot of different people. If you're doing a cemetery display, or just want something a little more kid-friendly and lighthearted, this is definitely for you. I recommend it. Again, he is sold exclusively on Lowe's. Only on the website. He's not going to the store. This one, I didn't mention in my other video, he is going in stores. This one is not, unfortunately. But yeah, if you have any questions about it, leave a comment down below, and I will answer to the best of my ability. And that's really all for me, guys. Make sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye, guys.